think both Pretty Girl Magic and Money Mantra on the same day, they both hit 1 million streams on Spotify. And I was like, wow, this is a right place, right time. Everything was all in divine timing, I think. I get to be myself in a way where I can't do that. I can say things that I want to in music without saying it to like other people. Like if I'm angry about something, I could write about it and not take it out on someone else. Or if it's like a breakup song, if I write a song about a breakup and there are things that I wanted to say to that person or let them know how much they hurt me, I can just put it all in one song and sum it up without having to revisit that with that person. You should do whatever the fuck you want to. If the universe is telling you to do something, don't think twice about what people are gonna think. If it makes you happy, just do it.
Welcome to the Partners in Positivity podcast with Aisling Burnett and me, Sarah Harty, a place for deep conversations. Today in the podcast, we are honoured to introduce you to Moonlight Scorpio. Moonlight Scorpio is a 22-year-old singer, songwriter and advocate of positive affirmations and spirituality. Her single, Pretty Girl Magic, has garnered over 2 million organic streams thanks to becoming a viral hit on TikTok and Instagram, where more than 25,000 reels have used this song. Moonlight started writing music to boost her self-confidence and mental health. She focuses on high vibrational music that gives listeners a sense of empowerment and positivity. We are so grateful to gift you this podcast so you get to step into her world and hear what she has to say about many great things like delivering songs she feels are needed, releasing emotion through creative expression, and the reason she put pen to paper to write our favourite song of hers, Mental Health. Enjoy.
Character, energy, picture perfect, made for a screen. I never want, I never need. I affirm and I receive. I look good as I should, as I should. I feel good as I should, as I should. I look good, I look good.
Moonlight Scorpio, thank you so much for joining us today from America on Zoom. We're so grateful to see your face. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Really good, thanks. So happy to see you here.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm super excited.
Thanks for accepting our invitation. What a dream first.
Yeah. So we've been waiting for this day to come for a long time. But before we get into all the great questions that we want to ask about who you are with your musical expression, we're going to do a couple of little off-the-cuff questions to help us relax and just have a bit of fun before we naturally chat in more depth. So let's get started. Do you want to go with the first question?
Yeah. So who is the artist that has inspired you the most?
I think Taylor Swift is pretty good. Taylor Swift, yeah. I don't know, that was like kind of first thought. I think I grew up on Taylor Swift.
It says Hellfire Club on your t-shirt. What does that mean for you?
The Hellfire Club, Stranger Things, Eddie Munson is beautiful, and I love Stranger Things. The new season is amazing. They should definitely, I was about to spoil something for the show, but I can't do that. I was going to say one of the big things that happened, but it would ruin it for people who haven't seen it.
Don't do that. Yeah.
What's your favorite season? Summer, spring, autumn, or winter?
Autumn. I stuttered so bad. Definitely autumn, fall. My birthday is in October. I always have like a big Halloween party. My birthday's on the 29th, so we always do like a fall festival thing out here. Like we get hay rides and stuff like that, and go to the pumpkin patches, and it's so fun.
Wow.
Moonlight Scorpio, what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I ate a Hot Pocket. That sounds terrible.
And what is your favorite place that you've ever traveled to?
Los Angeles. I was there for one day, and I went on a trip with my old boss, and she was going to get merchandise out there. And we went to the beach, and this stranger came up to me, and he was trying to, I don't know if I can say this, but he was trying to get he was trying to find a lighter so he could light a blunt. So I had a lighter because I smoked cigarettes back then. And I was like, here you go, here's a lighter. And then this guy, he was like, thank you so much, can I have a hug? And then he gave me a hug, and when he gave me a hug, he kissed me on the cheek, and then he ran away. This man was beautiful too. Everybody out there were like super pretty, and it was just like, wow, the people out here are amazing. Everybody's so nice.
What an experience. Ah, that sounds great. Okay, super. So, Moonlight Scorpio, we know that you're 22. You have this beautiful new career in positive spiritual music, a really up and coming genre. And we're delighted that you're leading the way and that we found your music and now you're here. Could you tell us, to start off, where did that name Moonlight Scorpio come from?
It actually came from I had an anonymous TikTok account where I would talk about my spirituality, which is kind of dangerous where I'm from. I live like in the deep south. Everybody's kind of like super Christian out here, and not in a very nice way. Most are kind of like hateful Christians that it's kind of dangerous for me to be open about like my beliefs. So I had this TikTok account where I could post like my little rituals and positive like affirmations and stuff to help people with healing and learning to love their self. And well, I had this account, and I also used to make music under a different artist name, but I didn't want to do it anymore because people found my music and they were kind of mean about it. So I wrote affirmations one day. I wrote Money Mantra and Pretty Girl Magic on the same day. And I realized like when I was writing these affirmations, I was writing them in the form of a song. So I posted this little clip when I put it all together on TikTok, and it went super viral on both songs. And I was thinking, I don't want to go with my old artist name. So I'm going to use this anonymous TikTok username and put these songs out just for fun. And just for the affirmations, and just for like the TikTok community of all of these people could just hear it, and then it blew up a little bit.
Yay.
I think both Pretty Girl Magic and Money Mantra on the same day, they both hit 1 million streams on Spotify on the same day, both songs. And I was like, wow, this was like right place, right time. Everything was all in like divine timing, I think.
Wow. I'm just curious, could you talk to us about the power of positive affirmations?
They can change your life. When you start telling yourself good things about yourself, you start to kind of, you feel that way about yourself. When you learn how to talk to yourself in good ways rather than saying negative things about yourself, it makes you feel good. It changes you. It changes how you view yourself and how much respect you have for yourself.
Yeah, I think the most important advice that we do hear is our own voice, or our inner voice, or some people call it self-talk. And some people aren't aware of it, but then other people are. And if you can actually build on your own awareness and use great affirmations or motivational music or inspirational music, it can really help stimulate you in a positive way. So we're very grateful that we came across you. I don't know, was it a year or two ago at this stage?
Yeah, actually, it's been a while.
And right now, how are you feeling about the name Moonlight Scorpio? Is it resonating with you?
I think it was supposed to. I think it was the most. I think it was supposed to happen. Like it feels right now. At the time, it was just the only available like username on TikTok. But now it's like, this feels like who I am. Like
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely 100% Scorpio, but somebody say, like Scorpios are like the worst sign in the zodiac, but there's Scorpios are very private. They're very mysterious. So there's like two sides of me, I think. Like if I get really mad, I can definitely be that Scorpio bitch. I don't know if I'm supposed to cuss on here, but I can be that bitch when I have to be. But then there's Moonlight. Like it's like if you're good to me, I will be good to you. If you're not good to me, I'm not going to be good to you. It's a balance, pretty much.
Yeah, I like how you explained that. And I really love the name. And I also have an orchid that I got as a present, a flower, and I called it Moonlight 2 years ago.
Awesome.
But we're always out. We're always out doing activities around the full moon and really enjoying and appreciating the universe and the planet and all it has to offer us to be here right now in this moment. So I do feel that there is a right time and right place for a lot of things, and if you can catch that moment, you can really thrive. Like the playlist we found you on.
Yeah.
The playlist we found you on was I'm Thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ashton actually found it. How did you find it?
My friend Claudia, she was into TikTok at the time. I'm still not really on TikTok, but she found this music with positive lyrics, and she said, Ash, this is like everything we've ever wanted. So then we found the playlist on Spotify, and it's a mix of different artists. But I think from the whole playlist and all the artists, like I connected with your songs the most. So I sent the playlist to so many of my friends that I knew that were into positive thinking and positive mindset, and everyone was just loving it, like, you know.
I'm actually really good friends with the person who created that playlist. Her name is Powell, and that playlist actually has made like this community like whole. I think like we have all me and a lot of the artists have become friends, like Maya and Peachka. They have amazing music, and I did a collaboration with Maya, and I may possibly have a collaboration with Peachka come in very soon. And I think maybe by the time this is out, the song will probably be out. So I don't think I have to keep it a secret.
That's great.
But yeah, like this has made like a community. Like we found each other, you know. Pau is like an amazing person, and her playlist definitely changed a lot of lives, I think.
Definitely changed a lot of lives. I can see that by all the comments that people are making on your YouTube channel as well. Even just for that little daily input or impact in their life of something positive. You don't know what people are going through or what's happening in their environment, but to be able to plug into something so positive is actually magical. As a young teenager, I used to listen to whatever my brother was listening to. So that was a lot of rap and Eminem and Dr. Dre and all this sort of stuff. So I love rap. And then when Ashton showed me this, I fell in love straight away. The first time I heard the song, I was like, that is brilliant. So well written. And the messages are very clear, but also very well put together. And so I really resonated with it. But also I wanted to say, I don't know what it takes in a person to be able to sit down and write lyrics or write rap, because I haven't done it myself. But I'm so grateful that there's this balance taking place right now where there's music like yours or this genre, as well as all the other types of rap that's out there like Eminem and Dr. Dre and them. So I'm grateful for that. Where would you say the your drive, passion, your purpose for this came from, for this kind of music, this style?
I don't think it was planned. I think my spirit guides are like something higher than me. I think it just decided for me, like, this is what you're supposed to do one day. It felt like when I wrote those affirmations, when I wrote them down, I think it was like one of the first times I tried writing just straight affirmations, because I would usually, like the way I would manifest things, I would visualize more than write down or do a lot of things. But the day that I remember like specifically writing these affirmations, it was like word here, and then this all rhymed, like it all kind of went together. And then I put more words in between the words, and it came together like a song. And I was like, let me find like something to like make this into a song and see if it works. And it just worked. And I had never actually, before that day, I'd never tried to rap. Like I've made music, but it was like alternative before I tried to do this, and it was like it all came together in this natural flow. And I think that's what rap is. It's a natural flow of things, you know? But I had never tried to rap, and when I recorded it, I showed it to a friend first, and that friend was like, "You need to put this song out. Like, this is a song. People are gonna love this." And I was like, "But I what if it, like, to me, I didn't know if it was like if I was doing it right, like if it was okay. Like, I don't know. My friend was like, "This sounds good," and I was like, "It's just affirmations. It's just I don't even know if I would like say that this is a song. It's just affirmations." And the person, like my friend, she was like, "This is a song," and I was like, I'll try it. I'll try to see. I'll try to put it out, and it just happened like really fast.
Yeah, it's amazing to have those people around you that see your blind spots or can see you before you can see yourself and are able to give the little bit of a nudge or a little bit of guidance. We naturally do need support from others. So it's great that that happened in that way. How long ago was that? Like, when did you write your first song in this genre?
I think it was 2021. It was like maybe April or May 2021.
So actually, it's just over a year. Yeah.
I think so. It feels like I don't know. It feels like it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it does at the same time.
Yeah,
I don't.
because I feel like we found the playlist the minute it was released or something. I feel like we've known it for like about a year.
That playlist is such a good playlist. I think it changed a lot of people's lives. It like brought the community together.
And when did you get into the power of positive thinking?
I think I was maybe 11 or 12. I got introduced to like Wicca and like paganism and things like that. And I was super interested, but like around like where I'm from, everyone's like either you're a Christian or you're going to go to hell. So it was kind of interesting to me to see that there was other beliefs, and I just thought that there was only like growing up around like a lot of Christians, there was a lot of like I didn't think that there were other religions as a kid. Like I thought people either believed in God or they didn't, and that like that's what I was taught, and I had to kind of unlearn those things. And so I got into like paganism and Wicca when I was maybe 11 or 12, and then I think I stayed on that path, and I started doing like more research over the years, and I got into doing like saying affirmations, and like I learned how to do tarot when I was younger, and then later found out that I did have someone else in the family that practices like what I believe in as well. But she was like, "Don't tell anyone. We live out here in the South. Don't tell anyone." um, but so we kind of learn from each other, and I try to do my own research, and yeah, it's been since I was like little, like a little kid.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, Moonlight Scorpio, one of my favorite songs of yours is Mental Health. And because this podcast, we promote positive mental health and we chat to people about techniques and tools to have better mental health. Obviously, we totally believe that listening to your music helps people with their mental health. But I'd love to know the background of that song. What does the song mean for you? Like, and where did you come up with the name of the song, Mental Health?
When I was younger, when I was a teenager, I used to struggle a lot with my mental health. I had a friend that when he was 14, he passed away. He committed suicide, and that like no 14-year-old should ever have to feel that way. And when that happened, it affected me like majorly. I ended up spending time in like a mental health facility, like a psychiatric ward kind of thing, and they were not really good people there. It was not a very good experience. I don't think I had to go through like tons of therapy when I was younger, and a lot of it didn't help. Especially where I think it has a lot to do with where I'm from. The place where I'm from, it's not a lot of positivity out here, no matter where you go. And I remember like I did want to get help because I didn't want to feel that way. And I want to try to bring in affirmations to where like if anybody is feeling like stuck or lost, like I wanted to write mental health to kind of help anybody who may be struggling with depression or anything like body issues or body dysmorphia, anything like that. I wanted to kind of like let them know that's an important thing. Mental health is an important thing. And it's okay to have those days, and it's okay to have those like bad things happen in everyone's lives, you know? But there's always a way, there's always better things that happen, you know? Sorry, I'm stuttering really bad. um,
I
but yeah.
it's quite an emotional subject. Like you've been through a lot as a teenager. That's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, you know.
As I think, like, looking back on it now, I think I'm glad that I'm here where I'm at now. I know that back then you probably couldn't tell me otherwise. You probably couldn't tell me that things were going to get better, but they did. And I've lost more than one person to like I've seen lots of people go through things and not make it out of the bad, but when you do, there's so many things you're supposed to experience, like new music, new TV shows. Like there's like the things that you love, like when you find the strength and you make it through those days, like it's all worth it.
And it's amazing that you are playing this part in helping people become stronger in themselves after what you've been through by writing that song and giving it as a gift to other people, because it really is a gift. So it's brilliant and it's beautiful, but it's also bittersweet to hear of the depth of where the meaning of that song came from. I'm really sorry to hear that. I want to share with you because it is part of our society here in Ireland too. The village that I come from, in the last couple of years, a 14-year-old committed suicide as well. And what I thought was beautiful afterwards was that the father and the older brother went into the school and really didn't want this to have such a negative impact on his friends in school or the teachers. And they went in and delivered an address, you know, to tell everyone that it's going to be okay and to look for support and look to each other and look out for each other, because they don't want to see that happening again. You know, it's such a cruel thing for a young person to go through, and I can't imagine what it's like as a close friend. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you're channeling that, you know, deep heart into something that can really help others. So well done. Like that's amazing. You know, I couldn't even imagine being able to do that if I was in your shoes. So fair play to you, as we say in Ireland.
Thank you. Yeah, like mental health, I felt like it was a song that was needed. I didn't want to go into the shadow work part of it. I just wanted to kind of implant the affirmations rather than like the dark stuff. But I do plan on doing a shadow work album to talk about those things, because you do have to face them. Like the darker things, like within shadow work, you do have to work through those things and learn how to like face them head on, and also learn how to live with them and cope with them. And so I do plan to do a shadow work album going deeper and kind of talking about why, and also more what's the word? I think it's more of my experiences. I think to bring them to light in a more very, I don't know how to word this, but like bring the full truth out. You know what I mean? Like the full story. Like if like I'm gonna tell my story, I think, through the shadow work album, because I think with spirituality, you see a lot of light and you see a lot of dark. There's a balance there. Nothing's all good all the time, and nothing's all bad all the time. You have good days and bad days. And to think that it's all good and to say like it's all good all the time is unrealistic. And I don't want people to do that. I see that all the time. And there's a side of the spiritual community where people are like, you have to think positive all the time. You have to stay on a high vibration all the time, when that's not realistic. You're a human being, you know? And I do want to bring that into my music. Right now, it's very affirmational with the music I do have out, but yeah, like there's going to be a whole another side of it.
That's absolutely brilliant. And you know what came to mind? My father is a musician and he always had us listening to Bob Dylan growing up. But did you ever hear of or listen to Bob Dylan's song The Hurricane?
I don't think so.
It's
I'm going to
about,
have to check.
yeah, do. It's about 7 minutes long, but it's a song based on a story of a boxer in America that was sent to prison, I think without evidence or something like that. But he tells this whole story of kind of injustice in 7 minutes through a song. And it's just really well done, and it like kind of pinpoints the culture that we were living in at the time and the terrible things that can happen, but it's very effective in terms of storytelling through music. And yeah, it's just beautiful. I can see you doing great things even with the shadow work, like you said, or bringing out the truth of like what's gone on for you in your lifetime, and that's all important and it's valid as well. You know, it happened. So yeah, congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
I'm blown away by it. Just leading on from that, I did want to ask you, or we did want to ask you a question about like mental and emotional expression through writing music. How important is that, or how, like, what does that do for you as a person, being able to express yourself through music?
I think it's I get to be myself in a way where I can't do that. Like maybe even having friendships and stuff, like I can say things that I want to in music without saying it to like other people. Like if I'm angry about something, I could write about it and not take it out on someone else. Like that's just a one analogy, I think. Or if I write a song about a breakup and like there are things that I wanted to say to that person or let them know how much they hurt me or what they did, I can just put it all in one song and sum it up without having to revisit that with that person or have any more words exchanged with that person to make like create an opening to invite them back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great
But
description of that, because we
but
all
I
need the outlets.
I think with creative expression, even if it's not with music, I think it's very important. Um, like if you aren't doing something creative, you kind of just it's a way to like release it. You know what I mean? Um, you hold this emotion, no matter what emotion it is, in for too long. It's gonna kind of create something within you that needs to be let out.
It will find a way eventually. So it's better to try to express it in a good way, a safe way, rather than just leave it there and then it just festers in another way. Like
Yeah, because if you don't do anything with it, if you don't put that energy somewhere else, it can always, it could stick there and it can create all these ideas of things you wanted to say but never said. And, you're thinking about all of these scenarios of what would have happened if this would have happened or, you know.
Yeah. So the next question that we wanted to ask you is about the impact that your music has had to date. We've seen lots of different comments, like we mentioned before, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and people are absolutely loving the lyrics. It's resonating with people. How do you feel about the impact you're making?
I still feel like it's a dream. Honestly, I never had intentions for it to just meet as many people as it
Mhm.
did. I never thought that it would really reach that many people because I didn't think when I was writing it that it would be like it wasn't done on purpose, you know? Um but it's still crazy to me to see like so many people that relate to this and it can help them, and it's it's amazing and I'm really thankful for it. I don't know, like it doesn't feel like it's real, but I don't know. I'm very thankful. But I like with the new music, I hope that I kind of feel like with this like success that it's had, I feel like I'm competing with myself on new music. Like it's like, is this as good, or is this gonna be as good? But it's like, no, you can't think like that. It's just gotta help somebody. I try to put myself in the mindset of I'm doing this to affect one person. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It really has helped us a lot. And sometimes me and Sarah just text each other your lyrics, like we say, life is what you make it, I make mine in paradise. I don't know, do you want to do any rapid for us, any quick little snippet of a song, or do you think we should add something like that in?
I actually may have something. I got a new song. I have a couple new songs. Let me see if I can play it and you guys can hear it. If you guys can hear it, we can do that. Let me pull something up. If I could like send you guys over a clip, would you guys want, like, you guys can like edit it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys a clip of some songs over.
That'll be great. Do you ever like rap? Would you rap without a beat, like, or would you need to have music? Or
I don't know. I kind of just like write and then put it to a song. That's kind of how I do it. I'm not really like, I have no clue how to freestyle. If I try to do that, it would probably be kind of embarrassing.
No
Perfect.
bother.
So the last question I'd like to ask you is, if you had one piece of wisdom to share with us, what would it be?
I think that you should do whatever the fuck you want to, whenever you want to, and don't think about it twice. Like, don't think twice about what you want to do. If something is telling you, there's like, if the universe is telling you, or if there's a voice inside your head telling you to do something, like, I think you should do it. Like, don't think twice about what people are gonna think. Don't think twice. Like, if it makes you happy, just do it. You know, that sounds a lot like Nike. Just do it. But I think if you have like a dream or a goal, don't see it as something that is impossible. See anything is possible. You know.
You're very wise. And this brings me to the last question I have, and that is, I've seen like some of your new music being released. I've seen you rapping at events, and you're at the ripe age of 22. We are absolutely amazed by you. I'm just wondering, for your lifetime, what's your dreams with this music? Where do you see your career going from here, or what would you like to manifest?
I think that I like everything as it is right now. I think I'm very content with how things are. But if I could help more people, I would like to do that. Like, I think if I could make my music into a full-time career, like, I'm talking like, if I were to get like enough listeners to create like millions of dollars, I would want to like turn that into helping someone else. Like, I don't want to be a like big musician who just kind of falls into this industry, because it can kind of be scary. And so I don't think I want to sign with a label. I don't think I want to do that. I want to take what I can get from this and give it to someone else, if it can change someone else's life.
That's gorgeous that you're going to continue a golden chain of good for the world with what you get to give back from your work. Moonlight Scorpio, it's been such a pleasure for us to meet you online, to listen to your music. You're one of the top people that we listen to in terms of positive, motivational, inspirational, spiritual music, and we will continue to listen to you, and we're so looking forward to seeing where your career goes. And like you said earlier in the podcast, it is about the right place at the right time. And I'm glad you are here right now, sitting in this seat. You're meant to be here. So congratulations. We're just in awe of you. I'm speechless, really. And your wisdom is just so profound. And we're grateful for that. We're grateful for your expression.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me here.
You're welcome.
Think I'm gonna la 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 love myself. Yeah, I'm gonna la 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 love myself. All I need is me, I'm already complete. Just because I'm all alone doesn't make me lonely. Yeah, I'm gonna la 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 love myself. Never met nobody who can match my energy. Never met nobody who can really take care of me. Nobody that's been there for me. I always give, 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 never to receive. Nobody can give me back that same energy. I find contentment in my own company. I don't need a man, I'm good without the favorite. Don't need anyone to interrupt my goals, interrupt my plans. Think I'm gonna la 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 love myself. Yeah, I'm gonna la 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 love myself.
Acting by night. You going
When
crazy?
I look in the mirror, I love what I see. A confident bad bitch staring back at me. Nobody can touch my happiness, cause I protect my energy. Don't care about the past because my future's right in front of me. And she is looking lovely. I love my future and she loves me. Yeah, my future looks lovely. Think I'm gonna la 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 love myself. Yeah, I'm gonna la 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 love myself. All I need is me, I'm already complete. Just because I'm all alone doesn't make me lonely. Yeah, I'm gonna la 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 love myself. I choose to love myself. I choose to love myself.
Acting by night. You going crazy?
Life is a dream, it is pure bliss. I am right on track, no distractions. I am taking my aim, and I never miss. I attract love, peace, and ultimate happiness. I know the possibilities are endless, cause I attract love, peace, and ultimate happiness. I know the possibilities are endless. Yeah, yeah, yeah. First I gotta la 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 myself. First I gotta la 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 myself.
Congratulations, well done. Pat yourself on the back. You're officially now a partner in positivity with us. If this is your first episode, we're so grateful. If this is your 40th episode, we're equally as grateful for your ears, for your heart, for taking this time out for yourself and committing to your own positive mental health journey. Our intention for this podcast is for you to feel a little bit better afterwards. So we hope you take some time now to check in with yourself. How did you feel before? How do you feel now? And we've definitely done our job if you feel a little bit better, and especially if you want to come back for more next week. If you do want to support us, we actually have a Ko-fi donation page. It's ko-fi.com/partners in positivity. We really value the work that we're doing. We know there's so much positive and negative in the world, and we want to contribute to people feeling their best. So we appreciate all of the donations we've had so far and welcome any more that are on the way. Thank you in advance. Also, if you got something of value from this and you want to share with friends or family to add to this trend of positivity in the world, we would love to be tagged in any posts on social media. You know where to find us. Other than that, guys, have an incredible week ahead, and we look forward to feeding you some more nourishment for that beautiful mind, that beautiful garden of yours next week.